We move up to the top lane. In fact, we might have to look back down bot, John, because MKS is in trouble and is going to drop as they get the stickers down as well here on Polaris' end of things. Force and Xavier's able to secure first blood already on this Tiny. Xavier's almost kind of walking away scot-free there, as now top lane, they've got the Pugna. TMV trying to get some stacks going, or rather protect the stacks that were being made by himself, but they are going to be taken by RSG.
So you want to have that gold advantage with the farming speed you have. They are committing onto Learn. Does have the Dream Coil though, so should still be safe.
Nice cookie. Very nice cookie there as the silence is going to come out. Now the Dragon Knight, the one in trouble as Dream Coil is going to land. He's thinking about snapping at Lelouch 1 inch away, and he does snap at the wrong time. Oh, he was a millisecond too early there on the Dragon Knight. Learns a great target. They'll try with the Dragon Tail, but Lelouch, no, actually gets it. Solar Guardian's going to fly through to try and help out. Force, he's going to land, but not in time. Still, they'll find the puck, but now the Dream Coil is there. They may get wiped out. Zhao Bonbon, the vacuum, the wall is there. Zhao Yu making it right in time. They'll get a double. They'll still lose Zhao Bonbon on top, but it's not such a bad trade now. Where are they headed though? Down to bot lane. They've got the Tiny. This would be a great pickup as MKS. He's going to try for the TP up lane. He might make it, but no. Cookie up from Xavius. Once again, this man, he's been on target with these cookies. Getting it right in time to catch MKS. That's a very important pick off there for Polaris Esports. Mid lane, however,
Natsumi.
fight breaking out. Natsumi has been caught, and there's your fatal bonds, John. It's doing so much damage. Oh, they are getting melted. Hey, John, quick question. In fact, hold that thought, because Zhao Yu is going to run away, but I thought I saw something funny there. A bit of an interaction between Roger and the Pugna. When you life drain your ally, you are taking damage. If you're Fatal Bonds, does that damage translate to the rest of the team? Because I could have sworn Fatal Bonds was doing damage to his whole team because of that life drain.
So probably not still.
Oh, they got the puck. Nice setup again. Lelouch and Xavius going to find a very important kill there onto Learn, and he's a man that's been having a lot of trouble on this puck so far. Near high enough as top lane. They are going to try and make the jump in onto the Snapfire, but MKS, he's gone too far. They've got the backup here from Polaris, and they're going to punish MKS. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there, John, but he does end up getting punished for it. Boys. Cancellation of the golem as Natsumi has been stared at, and Lelouch gonna make the jump in with the vac wall. Already all his mana is gone. Now the Darkseer is there with the Iron Shells and the Dream Core and the golem to be dropped. Natsumi, he cannot survive through it. Find nothing for RSG's end of things, but they are still hanging around rather aggressively. Zhao Yu gonna make the run in with the normal punch out, but do you have the damage? Dream Coil is there. Learn trying to set up, and now with the Fatal Bonds and the golem drop, there could be quite a painful experience as they toss back Lelouch, but he's still alive. They can't take down the Dragon Knight. He'll pop his BKB out. Roger's down. MKS has to leave, and so does Zhao Yu. A nice turnaround here by Polaris Esports. Is Learn? Oh, he gets connected by the cookie again. Can he make it out? He's going to try with the orb away, but Lelouch is right on his tail, trying to chase him down with the Dragon Tail, but it doesn't come out yet. Blink away to the north. TP out. Can he make it? Oh, he cannot. They get him precisely here.
Re-engage, even with that big aspect of Nick's man burn gone, your Juicer can still be very susceptible to the Fatal Bonds, to the avalanche toss coming through from the Tiny. Rush is a bit of a slower process though.
Oh, Zhao Yu got bashed. He got bashed by Roshan. That is so unfair. MKS, he'll get the Aegis, he'll run. It's still a massive win for RSG, but Zhao Yu.
Dawnbreaker is getting a bit too tanky for the Tiny to deal with. Learn pretty far forward here.
He has been caught out once again. These stunts from Lelouch, these initiations proving to be very effective here against Learn, and again, if they lose this team fight, the game's just basically over. Lelouch will make the first jump in. They've got Zhao Yu. It's a great target, but he's got Aeon Disc too. He's going to survive, and now the Dream Coil on the backside as they blow up the Dragon Knight. Not quite yet though. Lelouch still alive, still forcing the fight, but Polaris, they've expended Stone Gates. Now Zhao Yu's in with an rather wall and vacuum into the golem, into the Fatal Bonds, and now the toss out. MKS, he'll group them up. It's a disaster here for Polaris. They are just going to meld. No chance. They've got buybacks. I don't know what to tell you, John. This Darkseer, he's just carried the game for RSG. Zhao Yu, he's doing it all by himself.
Yeah, and I think I've said this every time we've seen Xiaoyu on team, whether it was his TNC days, whether the team before that, with Ghost. Xiaoyu has always looked amazing in the offlane, and he's just shining this game. All his playmaking heroes show up, the Darks showing up, they're even chasing behind Tier 4. It's not going to be able to find that kill, but the pressure is on. Tier 4 is exposed, Aegis up on Tiny. The options here for Polaris look very slim-like.
I mean, they might just call it right now. They haven't bought back yet. There's your buyback out now. Polaris, they've got to try one last time. Still buybacks available here in the Medusa, but they want to see if they can hold out. They're just waiting a bit too long. Natsumi, now he'll buy back, but they can just go for the Ancient. MKS, he might just ignore them, or maybe Knocker's Force will jump in. Lelouch is there with the Dragon Tail, but Xiaoyu once again, a three-man vacuum out into the upheaval. This Medusa is too darn close to MKS right now. That is not a safety range here for the Medusa, as Natsumi is still going to try and fight, but he's out of mana now. He's forced the BKB up, but look at this MKS. He's hitting the Ancient. He's ignoring the Medusa. It's all cleave damage out as MKS secures the game 1. Do you think he goes a similar build to that? Because it didn't feel that impactful last game. In fact, hold that thought, because they might find MKS here. He does stick charge up, but it's not going to be enough. Speaking of the Devil Force, able to secure first blood here in the Dawnbreaker, and turns out we were right about that, Jonathan. But yeah, this is where Force is very potent. With the phase boots up, he will secure another kill here on the Dawnbreaker, and this is the real strength of the hero. Like, laning stage, it's kind of impossible to fight against this hero unless you have something like a Viper. The Clinks isn't going to want brown boots. He wants to rush the Maelstrom. He doesn't have the movement speed, and that's why MKS has been struggling so much. Though mid lane, Lelouch is going to get caught out here with the Rolling Thunder of Xiaoyu and just completely locked down. He's trapped up. He does at least get knocked to the low ground, as now Roger is going to get jumped and does drop, but now Lelouch still in trouble, going to try and go for a run as they do try to protect him now. Xiaoyu, he's the one in danger. Force joins in, eliminates a fly through, and Force able to take the kill on the Dawnbreaker. Going to go for a chase onto Roger now on that Warlock. Roger does get a deny off onto that top tier 1 tower, but it may cost him his own life as Force has the phase boots up now, gets the Starbreaker. Eventually, though, hook shot not gonna land, and with the golem to drop, they'll try to turn it around. Roger has not dropped. They are still trying to get him. Polaris have been very good with these team fights thus far. 4K net worth advantage, though nice positioning from Bon. He'll get a bushwhack into a sharpshooter onto Force. So RSG thinking about taking the fight, but now hookshot is there. TMB holding down the hoodwink, though Cogs are going to push him the other way. Bon, he'll scurry. He is not dying yet. Bushwhack is back up as well. Now the Dream Coil, it will land. There's the Burning Barrage. It's not going to do much, but they've got Lelouch, they've got TMB, and they've got Force down. In fact, they even want Xavius. Bon barely dying on the hoodwink, but he's done his job. Xavius will drop.
They are ready to defend Reducer here, though.
Natsumi feeling safe for now. Bon will scurry and just try to run away, but a nice hook shot. TMV this time on target as Bon is not going to be able to get out, but now the stuns are there onto Natsumi. The Medusa slowed up as well, but we'll go for a Stone Gaze and keep running, though Xiaoyu continues to hold her down as they have got MKS to try and help out. Natsumi, oh, the Dream Coil, it's off the mark. Now they'll force the fight. Polaris, they want this one, but do they have the lockdown? They'll chase down MKS on the Clinks, and he's gone. Roger, he could not get the golem in time. TMB will survive as they'll get Roger on the Warlock. Good plays here from Force. Bon has been spotted. Xavius going for a nice recall there on Lelouch, securing another kill onto the hoodwink. And maybe now they can start Roshan again. Knowing the hoodwink's down, you don't have that acorn shot to scout the Roshan pit. Mind you, you still have orb available from this puck, but it seems like bot lane is where all the action's happening as Dream Coil was there. They'll try for the Coddle first as the DK is just completely locked down. Eventually, though, they get the Keeper. Meanwhile, Roger does die across the map, but they will still secure a double. RSG, they certainly have the time to try and get there, but it seems like they've given up on it.
Nah, I think even if they did go in there, they don't have the roll, they don't have the golem, they don't have Dream Coil, so forcing that fight is a bit dicey. The damage is still coming through. I mean, we talked about this potential, right? Battery Assault did clear out a lot of that HP from Roshan. Apparently the double damage does work on that as well.
It's very hard to see how you stop him, but they are going to make the jump in with the Dragon Tail and the hook shot. TMB, he's going to land right onto MKS. Oh, that was completely blind. He was trying to go into Xiaoyu. Now Roger drops. No buybacks available. Polaris, they should be able to go high ground. They run to the high ground. Lelouch has his smoke broken, but found Roger immediately onto the Warlock. They'll try to save Solar Guardian. It's going to be there to help out Lelouch as he will survive his force. Continues to try and go after Roger. Meanwhile, towards the south, they found MKS on the Clinks again. You don't want to lose this Clinks, but he is gone. Polaris just playing this team fight way too clean. We'll try out the Zhao Bon. Force is in again. Zhao trying to run, but won't make it out. Polaris. You see how they target Roger every single time, John. He never gets the Golem Fatal Bonds off, and well, right after that, they found MKS, and
One can be big. Do smoke up, immediately broken out by TMV though.
Jump in. They've got the clock, but stun is there. Lelouch again. Oh, that's a great bushwhack. Sharpshooter. Golem drop. Maybe this is the team fight. RSG, they're doing a lot of damage right now. Dream Coil. Hold down the Medusa. This is looking really terrible for Polaris, but Force, he's going to try and force the fight again. Buybacks are there. Trying to help out. Still the mana pool of the Medusa is healthy, but not for long. Natsumi. He'll pop the Stone Gaze in time. As RSG, they are forced to back off. They got two for their trouble. In fact, they're not done yet. TMB buys back and tries to hook shot in. He does get onto XC Learn, but it's not going to be good enough. He'll die back immediately. Oh, boy.
Where he gets caught off and you get the punishment. They get the scan off onto MKS here, though.
Oh, again. Force is in. He's got the gem up. The Clinks is in such big trouble. MKS still trying to run, but with the Eye of Skadi up, there's no chance. You've got to give it to Force as well, John. He's been doing a great job with this blink out as they found Roger. Lelouch and Force. A force to be reckoned with this game number 2. Xavius, he should have a much easier time surviving through these team fights now as... Oh, Roger, not again. He'll force staff away. A great bushwhack out from Zhao Bon. Now they can have the Golem. Roger, though, is still in trouble. Still getting defeated as he does get taken down. Natsumi. Another double kill. Roger's gonna buy back. They're gonna try and go for this fight. MKS, he's in trouble. On the Clinch, just trying to run away from this Dawnbreaker, but the Solar Bind holding him down. They are just not gripped up here. Polaris still going. Zhao Yu, there's your Golem. There's your Dream Core and your Fatal Bonds out, but where's the damage output? They're trying to do with Force right now on the Dawnbreaker. He has held them back, but he might eventually drop and does. Still Roger. Gonna die back immediately here to Lelouch. Can they keep the fight going? XE Learn, he's trying. But they can't deal with the Medusa Natsumi. He's just way too big this game. He'll back off. Instead, they'll chase down TMB. And eventually... Oh, they won't even find him. XE Learn has to jump back in to get the kill into the clockwork. And that's actually a successful team fight by RSG. But John, again, I've got to give props to Force.
Off that Fatal Bonds, Natsumi's been very patient with his match style use, although excellent.
A very aggressive jump in. Zhao Yu going to follow up with the Rolling Thunder, but there's your Stone Gaze, and Zhao Yu, he is dying to the right-click damage of Natsumi. He needs to get out. Lelouch, meanwhile, is going to be fine with the BKB as MKS again has been caught out. The Solar Bind, it's torturing this poor man. They are torturing him, Jonathan. MKS is gone. Oh, he needed that BKB a lot sooner than this. But he's still trying to farm it up, but he gets Solar Binded once. He's just dead.
Yeah, they have so much control on the side of Polaris. Even Excellearn's not quite safe here. No, does at least have the orb to get away, buying some time. But the Roshan's now fully open for Natsumi. Not seeing it shine through as much. You have so much gold up on Natsumi. You have better itemization coming through from Force. Does have the Basher coming through now as well, so even more stuns potentially coming out. And yeah, just make easy work of Roshan. They give the free shard onto TMV. A rarity, Mike. They pass it on to the support.
Wow. So Zhao Yu gonna make the jump in. They'll see the Dragon Knight trying to protect that Observer Ward. Now the jump is there. Team fight has broken out. Onto the DK they go. There is going to be another decoy onto the Medusa. Natsumi has been trapped up at TMB. Into the backside. Onto the Clinks. They've got him held down again. MKS. He's going to BKB up this time and try to run, but the Eye of Skadi's going to go right through it. He's still trying to get away, but it's such a slow process as he does eventually go down to Force. Just crits him with the Luminosity. And now it's high ground. RSG, I think they have to call GG in this one, John. It's Natsumi. Slowly just starts chipping away at what's remaining in this space. He'll chip away at his HP and mana pool, but again with the Chakra Magic, it's just so challenging to try and fight back. Still, hookshot is there. Excellent. He will get caught out, but no Cogs pushback. It wasn't far enough. Into the golden drop, and now the Fatal Bond's out, but the Rocket Barrage, rather, Burning Barrage does nothing. Pushback out into the Medusa. Natsumi still fine. Instead, Excellent does get caught out, but will orb away. The puck still alive as we'll go back onto Force, but Natsumi does take down Roger. Onto Zhao Yu, he goes down the Pangolier as Exi Learn, somehow still alive, is going to walk his way out. Zhao Yu still the one in danger, but is still alive. As Natsumi just looks untouched and unfazed on this Medusa. Very, very hard to get that Burning Barrage damage if you don't have a great way of locking down the Medusa. They'll try again. Coil is back up in 10 seconds, but Natsumi's onto the tier 4 towers now. They'll keep disarming here with Zhao Yu as they have caught out Zhao Bon Bon. That'll be a dieback. You've lost the Hoodwinks for a 4v5 situation for Polaris. Natsumi, he might just go for a reset, though Zhao Yu, oh, he's gonna miss the Yules. He gets a creep instead. Maybe now they can go for the fight though, but Exi Learn, oh, he gets caught out. Tips out immediately here from the Coddle, who gets him with the Orchid. And Natsumi, he's right back into the fray. Rolling Thunder is there. Zhao Yu, he'll jump in again with the Rocket Barrage out on the DK, but there's a hook shot. TMV catching out MKS. They want the Clinks. That's a target they really want, but instead Zhao Yu gonna try and hold them back on the Pangolier as MKS is still running. And in the meantime, Exi Learn, he does go down and the GG's finally called. Polaris Esports able to force this to a game number 3 here against RSG. And this time around, I mean, we all had doubts about the Clinks, John. It still looked like a decent enough game to make it work, but is there anything to keep an eye out on here in this mid lane?
Rune control could be where it gets exciting if Lelouch gets a nice opportunistic rune to play with. Of course, he's also playing with a bottle, which is a bit more important for his mana sustain. Maybe you see a couple of support rotations. Enigma can be nice, you know. Malefice is great, speaking of, up top.
Oh, that's a great Starbreaker. Connecting on 2, but MKS, he is still going after Xavius. Roger, he is not going to drop first. They do get Xavius first as Roger's still on the run. MKS trying to run over to help him out as Force. Trying to keep up. Doesn't have any spells to throw out, so he is going to have to back out. And
yeah, it certainly is showing up. You are seeing MKS again just weave in and out, get the farm going. It's starting to lag slightly behind with some of that pressure coming through, and Roger has to also watch his space in here.
Roger's gone. He will drop. Xavius will be chased down here by MKS, who's running very, very fast at the moment, but is lacking quite a bit of damage. Still, now he will go in with the Blood Rage and does secure one. Onto Force he goes, but I highly doubt he can fight the Dawnbreaker and does not.
You do have to watch for that timing from RSG. If they get that blink up quick on Xiao, you could get dicey.
Oh, link in. They are going to go. Zhao Bon Bon with the Inkswell going to start up this tiny as even the neutrals are helping out, but Natsumi is going to intervene now as they get Zhao Bon Bon. Still, Exi Learn coming in now. Does trade with TMB, and this is a dream for MKS. So many low heroes for the Bloodseeker to have his way with. So they'll get 1, get 2, and now Natsumi. He was ruptured up. Great rupture from MKS to hold down the Wraith King. So they'll get the first life, and they still have plenty of time to get a second. No way out for Natsumi. He will just stand his ground and eventually die. So a double kill can go the way of MKS. Not really much you can actually do about it anyway. Though they are going to TP some more heroes down. You've got Black Hole up, so MKS, he could be in big trouble. They'll try to save along with Roger. He'll actually take the Midnight Pulse away, but now Lelouch shows up, and MKS does get taken down. Polaris really working out how to deal with this bot tier 1 tower.
Hunter out here as well, don't.
Yeah, Black Hole was thrown out. Xavier's trying to go for a solo. Oh, Roger's got it. Oh, Roger's got Black Hole. He threw all his spells out. Lelouch at least gonna pick him off. It won't matter. Zhao Yu still chasing down the Enigma, does get one, but now Lelouch is in trouble. They just don't have a stun though. Zhao Yu had his Burrow Strike on cooldown, so could not secure the kill. Being thrown into a team fight as Lelouch gonna move in with the blink up, but Zhao Yu sees him first, does move in. Still, they do have the Solar Guardian, but is it gonna be enough with the Epicenter going through, but the Fiend's Grip gonna hold them down. Roger still going, along with Exi Learn and Zhao Bon Bon. They might have another, but Force is gonna TP out.
They need to hit that BKB timing on MKS. Need to keep running around, forcing these pickoffs and look for those openings.
But they're gonna try into the Wraith King again, but again, the Solar Guardian from Force gonna save us. Now the Fiend's Grip holding down Zhao Yu. Find a great pick off here with the Dawnbreaker, and again, Force go. RSG, smoke up as 3 into the mid lane. They want Force. He is on a dominating spree right now, so it's a fair bit of gold if they do catch him. Where's the damage? It's not there yet. Force still running out, but eventually does drop to the Sandstorm of Xiaoyu, but here comes the punishment. Avalanche toss is enough to kill off Xiaoyu, but MKS gonna rush forward as Lelouch does end up dying on the mid tiny. As he's trying to TP out, he could not run because of the rupture. Yes, big target, but Xiaobonbon in the right position to, or maybe not. Smoke is broken. Lelouch makes the jump in as the Solar Guardian is there to follow up, but the Inkswell is going to heal him up as now the Burrow Strike going to catch 2 of them out again. Oh, Xiaoyu, he read them like a book. That rampart, yeah, just a very tiny bit of vision, and he walked right through it. Top tier 1 tower, MKS going to take down the tower, but now the blow up is out. Polaris. Bit of a magic trick here from the Radiant as they get rid of the Bloodseeker. Try and chase down Roger, but he's fine to back off. Instead, they'll try for Xiaoyu on the Sand King, but Soulbind is there. They're actually going to try and force the fight without MKS around, but can they get it done? It doesn't seem like it yet, but Lelouch is going to drop. Immediate buyback out from the Bane, but they've lost Xiaoyu. Still a great team fight here by Polaris. There's Roger on the run. They'll find Xiaobonbon to boot. His Force will keep chasing the Rubik down, but eventually the blink away from Roger is there. But it's going to be a 3-for-1, rather than a 3-for-2 with a buyback forced out from TMV. But they can certainly afford to rush Roshan with this. Inkswell wasted.
Blink backward there. I mean, just double tapping that blink a bit too fast.
Uh-oh, Natsumi in. They see Roger. They'd love to get rid of this Rubik as he does go down. Buyback immediately, though. Natsumi going to lose his first life. You've got Black Hole from the high ground if you want to commit, but Xavius, he can't get within the range. Midnight Pulse is there. Is he going to Black Hole from the high ground? Not quite. Natsumi's still dropping. MKS, he's alive. Force trying to run out of there, but it's not going to be enough. Force is probably just gone. MKS will keep going. Oh, Xavius, I believe he could have gotten that. He hesitates quite a bit, though. TMV will drop to boot, and John, I do feel like Polaris were waiting for it. I think they were waiting for the Black Hole from the high ground.
Yeah, it would have been a massive opportunity. Maybe you managed to clean up MKS before having him heal through Trist and those hero kills. Now the threat of Roche is up for Polaris. They have to be careful here.
Yeah, Roger in onto the tiny. MKS dropping very low now as Force does come in as well, but MKS, he's got Lelouch down, so he heals up a bit. Oh, Black Hole! It's only caught the Rubik! Oh, he's gonna drop to boot! Oh, it's hard to watch that one. Force gonna be hating himself right now for rejoining this team fight. He just bought back. And he's going right back to the graveyard, it seems like, as they will get him. Exilern able to pick up a double, and now Roshan is completely exposed for the side of RSG.
RSG gets to pick up Roche number 1. Getting that secondary life up on MKS with a BKB to protect, he is free to just run around here. That's
Sierra Enigma gone for 40. He does have buyback available. He will have to commit more than likely here, though. RSG, I highly doubt they back off. They've even got the Eidolons there from Roger just to help out with the push a little bit. And of course, as you're seeing with the Illuminate, you can keep healing them up. That's exactly what they're doing. Natsumi forced to try and deal with this as he does pop his BKB, and the Fiend's Grip is out onto MKS. He does not have an Aegis up. They'll lose the Bloodseeker. A great fight so far for Polaris as RSG now forced to try and back away, but never mind, they're going right back in. They want the fight. Fiend's Grip taken. Roger! How does he get away with Fiend's Grip like that? Still, they'll stun him up. Solar Guardian out. They're going to blow up Roger. Another great pick-off here by Polaris as they have brought back on the Bloodseeker. Onto Natsumi they go. Or even Roger going to buy back and come into the fray. As MKS going to get to work onto Natsumi, but Xavius has the Black Hole, but it never comes out. He gets taken down immediately. MKS, he'll go for more. Toss back on from Lelouch. They really want the Bloodseeker a second time, and they've got him. Nice toss out by Lelouch, saving the day and saving Polaris from having to lose a Rax down bot. Still, they are getting close now. Xiaoyu is in. Burrow strike out. Natsumi does get caught, but still maybe baiting for his team right now as the Epicenter and Soulbind does get committed. They're going to lose the first life. How are you going to fight this now? Natsumi, he's popped his BKB. Rupture is going to hold him down, though. He goes for the man fight instead, waiting for his team. Is now the Fiend's Grip. Is out Xiaoyu. Is still fine. In fact, that was the Nightmare. They still have Fiend's Grip. They'll throw it now, but it's all too late. Natsumi's gone. He doesn't have buyback. Where? In fact, it's 15 seconds away. It won't matter. Yeah, they don't cast anything, John. He actually stole tree toss, or tree grab rather. Look at that. Here we go, Zhao Yu. Gonna get caught out, but is fine. Instead, MKS the one to get caught, but does have the Aegis up. In fact, he's not even dying yet. He is dropping low though. They'll find the first time. Force into the backside, right onto Roger, who's trying to survive through it. So MKS, the one to focus on. It's the Bloodseeker, now forced to man up and fight back against Natsumi. Is actually healing up throughout all this. Natsumi, he's the one in danger and does get taken down. The Stroke of Fate snipes him, or rather snipes him. His Force has dropped on the Dawnbreaker. And RSG now, well, they'll go for the final lane of barracks as they jump in again. Zhao Yu right onto the Bane. Solar Guardian, it's going to save for now, but for how long? Force committed a buyback for that. Rupture out again with the Blinding Light, and Lelouch already down to less than half HP. So he's going to back out, but it seems like RSG, they might play this one safe. They don't have an Aegis, and they are lacking quite a bit of spells. They may just go for a reset first.
They're already pretty healed up just from the Illuminate spam coming through from XLR, and they don't quite have a clean creep wave though. Mid has been shoved away, top still incoming. They're gonna have to wait for some creeps to open up the back door, although...
Xavius caught again with the Burrow Strike from Zhao Yu into the Blood Right. They are just sniping him from a mile away. Even the Stroke of Fate landing. Lift him back, take him out.
Yeah, don't have that opportunity to try and make that play.
No toss back. Lelouch, he blinked him, but he didn't have a toss target. Epicenter's there, but he will pop his own BKB. That did force the buyback out from Xavius, but he doesn't find anything with it. More hills to come through here from their coddle as MKS. Back into the bot racks he goes. Zhao Yu initiating once again as Natsumi does force the fight now with the blink in and BKB, but a nice lift away from Roger into the Rupture onto Natsumi, but he's still fine. He'll still keep fighting, but here comes MKS now, taking him down for the first life. Xavier's trying to move him for a black hole, won't throw it out yet. The side device again protecting, not allowing the Enigma to do anything. Now the Will-O-Wisp will be dropped down. Zhao Yu jumping in, and there's your double Fiends rip out from Roger. Xavius gets a black hole, but it's only onto the Rubik. It's only on the Rubik, and now Roger's got it. He won't even throw it out yet. He's Maleficent. As well, I think it's time to call it.
Yeah,
GG.
they do. They do. I mean, we didn't get to see Roger do the black. He did cast it, Mike. He did get Maleficent, though, so didn't manage to really show off. But that double grip was beautiful in the end, and RSG do manage to get that build-up they want.